Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And on today's video I just wanted to be like open with y'all, just open. And if you guys see the same look, if you're watching me or if you're following me on Belinda Cheryl, it's because it's the same day. But I just wanted to come to y'all and talk to y'all. You know, I'm trying to be open with you guys. I want you guys to be open with me. I just want to share things with y'all, and not for no pity party. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. It's because I know someone is going through the same thing that I'm going through, or someone has faced certain situations that I went through or I'm going through, and they found a way to overcome it. So there's certain things that I don't feel comfortable to share with you guys yet, but there's certain things that, you know, I don't mind sharing it with y'all because everyone needs help. And if I can get as much help as I possibly can by other people who went through what I'm going through, people who overcame what I'm going through, or people who have found ways to cope and learn how to handle it in different situations, then of course I want you guys to share with me. Like, don't hold nothing back. Just like I have no intentions on holding nothing back, I want my family, my friends to feel comfortable with me just as much as I'm trying to feel comfortable with y'all. But on today's video, I just wanted to speak with you all about something that I struggle with, but slowly I'm learning to overcome it. But when it comes to this specific situation, I catch myself complaining, and I try to tell myself, like, Lord, teach me to stop complaining, because complaining is not going to get you anywhere. By you complaining, yeah, it helps for a little bit because you're venting. It helps for a little bit because you're venting, but once you're done venting, you kind of realize, like, what was that all about? Like, what did I get out of that, except the fact that I allowed my mind to dwell on a specific situation even longer than what I expected it for it to be. But me, as some of y'all may know, I grew up in a tough home. It wasn't an easy home. It wasn't no lovey-dovey type home, but we all knew that we had love for each other, but no one really kind of expressed it in that type of way. The only person who really expressed it was like my sister. Like, she's always been like that lovey-dovey, and I know, like, my mom loves me. I know, like, you know, my brother and sisters, like, we all had love for each other, but it was kind of hard to like kind of share it because we would always clash. And you know, people think that it's so wrong to show love and affection towards other people because it kind of make them feel weak. And to be honest, that was me. Like, I was so nervous to like express how I feel about somebody, especially when it comes to like my mom or my sister or my brother, because I always felt like I had to be tough because of the lifestyle I grew up in, because of the things that I put myself in, because of the situations that I was placed in, trying to be tough because of all the, you know, the fights and all the wars that was happening within my own home. And when I felt like it was time for me to be like all lovey-dovey with like other family members, it was like, no, I'm straight. I'm not doing that because nah, I can't let you guys see my weak side. Which in reality, by showing expression out of love and affection, that does not make you weak. That shows the characteristics of Christ. And even right now, like, even right now, I'm comfortable with telling other people that I love them and I love you, just like I tell you guys, like, I love you all. I'm comfortable with that, but it's just like, when certain people make me upset, it's like kind of hard. And I know I'm not the only one. It's kind of hard to let the person know that, you know, I love you, because like, you just tried me and now you expect me to be like, I love you, which is right, because it's only right. You never know when it's your last day, and you never know when it's that person's last day, like, God forbid, but you never know. So don't let the sun set on your wrath, you know what I mean? And I have to tell myself that because I catch myself going weeks, sometimes months, without talking to people. And I'm only being honest with you guys, even though, like I said, I know the truth, I know the word, like, I read the word, but I'm human and I can slip up in my own desires. I can make my own decisions without confining with God or going to God and waiting and having patience until God give me an answer or a response. I just tend to do things on my own because why? I'm human and I have a lot of learning that I need to do for myself. And I'm not afraid to share that with other people because a lot of people like to make their life look good and make their life look like I got it all together. But to be honest, I don't have my life all together. To be honest, like, I need help. And to be honest, the only person that can help me is Jesus Christ. I need to read his word more. I need to fall on my knees more. I need to pray more. I need to fast more. And just because you know certain things, and just because you say you know Jesus and you say you love Jesus, but in reality, if your lifestyle does not go co in hand with the word of God, you have a lot of learning to do. I have a lot of learning to do. And the older I get, the more I realize, like, life is not perfect. And I'm not going to sit up here and put things on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever the case may be, just to make my life look good, when I know for a fact my life's not good. I'm blessed. I'm going to say that. I'm blessed. I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table. I'm able to take care of myself. I'm mobile. There's times I'm happy and there's times I'm sad. There's times I'm excited and there's times that I'm down. Like, it's just life. And I'm not going to sit up here and make it seem like life is all perfect. Some people could play that to the utmost, but high five to you. I can't do that. But when it comes to this specific topic, I do have my shortcomings. And my shortcomings is, you know, snapping. Like, I don't snap all the time, but when it comes to anger, and that's something that I pray that God can release out of me, because I hate it. And it's not like I'm a person that has like a temper issue. I used to as a teenager. Like, I felt like getting angry and worked up and, like, you know, getting ready to make some moves, like slap people over. I thought like that was the way. I thought that that would get people to understand, like, yeah, it's me, don't mess with me, like, I ain't like that. But then I realized, like, that doesn't help anybody, and you're not scaring anybody when you do stuff like that. You're really making yourself look like a fool, to be honest. And the reason why I was like that, even though I still have some characteristics of that behavior, which I know I need to change, is, like I said, the lifestyle I grew up in as a little girl. I grew up in like a aggressive home. Like, I watched fights and I seen fights. I saw, you know, head clashing. Like, I seen a lot. Then growing up with other family members, there were times where fights seemed to be the answer, where you had to step up and step out, where you had to put yourself in positions you didn't want to put yourself in. So I felt like, well, this is what I'm being shown within my family, so I guess this is what I need to show when I go out on the streets. Like, you gotta be tough, you gotta be like bold. And I was never like that type of girl that would go and start drama with other people. I was never like that. But when I felt like you disrespected me, like, you was gonna get to know me. Like, I never felt like you was gonna cross me. And there's times where I let people cross me many times. Like, I would bite my tongue to the max. But then it got to a point where enough is enough, and you about to get to know me. I started to read the Bible more. I started to realize that anger and being upset and trying to like pop off at the mouth, trying to fight everyone that come across you, trying to like throw it up because you trying to look tough, I was like, that is not the way to go. And now that people are so quick to pick up a gun, it's like, no, I got a child, I got a family, I can't think like that. Like, I have to be wise. And just because somebody make you upset doesn't mean like a fight, an altercation is the way to go. Which that is something I am still working on, because like I said, I have my issues. That's something that I really need to pray about. This is something that I catch myself struggling in. So I started to read like different verses of the Bible, like, what does the Bible say about anger? And it says, be ye angry and not sin. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the evil. So God understands that as humans, we will get angry. It's part of life. But when anger becomes a sin, and when I say when anger becomes a sin, it's like now you're holding a grudge against somebody. You can't forgive that person, or now you're trying to find a way to retaliate or find revenge because that person has hurted you or someone you loved. And then that's when I was like, wow. I was like, how foolish of me and unwise. As much as I know about the Bible, and it's not like I read this for the first time. I seen it, I read across it multiple times, but then you slip up and you forget, because now it's not the Holy Spirit speaking to you. It's evil, it's the flesh, it's the desire of your heart taking full control of what you think is right, which is wrong. And he says hatred, and that came from Ephesians 4:26-27. Then I read Proverbs 10:12, and it says hatred stir up strifes, but love covereth all sins. And I thought about that too. Like when you hate somebody and you want to retaliate towards somebody, and you want to get angry towards that person, and you want to get back because that person has tried you in some sort of way, all that's going to create is allowing that person to retaliate. Then you're going to retaliate, and it's going to be a back and forth thing, and then now other family members are involved and other things are involved, and now you start thinking to yourself like, how did this get to this point? How did I get to this point? Where love calms things, where love allows you to speak to that person, where love allows you to end certain confrontation, because love overcomes almost everything, to be honest. And it says like, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. And there's times where I grew hatred towards other people because I felt like you tried me, I felt like you disrespected me, I felt like you robbed me, I felt like you took my kindness for weakness and you used me, and it hurts. Like people that you confide in, people that you trust in, people that you look to, and then they like betrayed you at the end, or they use you and they talk bad about you, and you know, and they don't feel sorry for what they did, and they feel like, you know, the pity party belongs to them. But it is what it is, and it's like I started to grow a hatred towards them. But then I had to remember to pray and fast, because in order to be successful in life, you have to let go of the past. You have to let go of what people did to you, how people hurted you, how people mistreated you. You just have to let that go, because you can't move forward holding on to your past. So that's something I'm also working on. And another one that I found interesting is, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. And that comes from Proverbs 14:29. And I love the book of Proverbs because it's a book of wisdom, and we need wisdom living in this world. So a lot of things, when I'm looking for wisdom or understanding, I always look towards, or I always look forward into reading the book of Proverbs. You know, we have to, sometimes it's best to be quiet and it's best to listen. You can pick up a lot from somebody when you're quiet, but when you're always the one to talk, and you want to get back, you tend to miss a lot of things. But when you're silent and you're the one that's listening, you can start picking up people's ways, and you be like, wow, I really didn't know that about you, but thanks for talking, and thanks for expressing yourself. But I'll keep you in prayers, and just keep it moving. And then I also love this: a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. That's true. Like somebody come at you, attacking you with words. If you attack them back with words, what's gonna happen? Y'all either gonna get into a worse argument than what it already is, and it may lead to a fight. Versus somebody arguing with you and you don't say nothing back, what that person gonna do? Argue with themselves? Look like a fool? No, they're gonna end up like, you know what, that person's not responding back to me, I might as well just be quiet. I don't know, when it comes to me, like when I see other people disrespecting other people, that bothers me. And when I feel like you're disrespecting me or you trying me, like that bothers me. And I have to find a way to not let things bother me. And that's what I'm, you know, praying on. Like, just don't let minor things like that bother you. How people feel about you, what people got to say about you, what people tend to do towards you. Like, that's something that they're struggling with, and that's something that they need help. So in order for them to feel good, they have to hurt the next person, and that's not what we're trying to be. We're not trying to be like everyone in the world. We want to be different. We want to be seen differently. We want to be known differently. And I felt like this is something, you know, I don't mind sharing with other people. And I feel like, you know, it gets to a point where my past was kind of crazy, and we tend to show love in a like a weird way, which with my own family, I'm praying to God that, you know, that type of love setting, like I don't I don't want to live that type of love setting. So I try to tell, you know, the people that I love as much as possible that, you know, I love you, especially when it comes to my son. Like, I love you, I love you, I love you, because that word wasn't used a lot in our household. And I want my son to know that I love him so much. I love him like only God knows how much a parent really, really loves their child. But I just want you guys to know that in anything you put your mind to and you allow God to be part of that, and you allow God to be part of that, God is going to help you. Like, you may be struggling in whatever. I have my struggles, and I know that once I give it to God and I believe in God, I trust that God will deliver me from the situation. All I have to do is be patient, keep praying, and keep pushing. But I have to do my part just as much as God is doing his part. But you guys continue to pray for me. I know I'm gonna get there, and I will continue to pray for you all. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.